Hi everyone, welcome to the channel, or welcome back if you're a returning watcher. I'm George, I'm the Good Lad Gamer, and today we're going to be pulling Sacred Shards for the Incarnate, or Incarnate fusion that's running at the moment. You won't be able to see her because my big head is in the way, but we have a fusion going on at the moment, so we need to pull 6 Sacred Shards to get the points available for the Summon Rush, but I'm going to pull 10 just because I seem to have really bad luck on these Summon Rush events for these fusions or fragments. So I'm going to pull 10 Sacred Shards on each of my accounts, and hopefully we can see some shiny gold in there. That would be really nice. I'll go through the Incarnate's kit if we pull her. If not, then you'll have to watch someone else's video because I'm not going to be covering her kit unless we get her. So without further ado, let's get in to pulling these Sacreds. And before we get into pulling the shards, guys, if you enjoy my content and want to see more of it, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. Subscribing makes a huge amount of difference to me and really shows me that I'm making content that people actually enjoy and want to see more of. So if you want to see more of me, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Let's really get into pulling these shards now. And here we are, guys. We're on the Kale account. It's probably going to be a really quick video. My luck with these Summon Rush shard pulls, the Sacred Shard pulls, is always dreadful, so it's probably going to be a really fast video. But if we put any legendaries, we will go into their kit as I always do. Hopefully we can see some gold. That would be really nice. I've got 10 slots available so I can pull shards and not really think about it, and we also have this progressive chance, and I don't know, it's got to be Prince Kaimar. I've got a Rotus. I haven't built him out because I just don't really have a place for him without a Siphi, and I've got Siphi on one account and Rotus on the other account, but I don't have both of them on the same account. And then I guess a Magmar as the epic doesn't really matter, but I don't have a Prince Kaimar on either of my accounts, so that'll be a really cool champion if we pull him. And I guess there isn't really much else to it. I guess we'll just get pulling the shards, and fingers crossed. It's an epic! Of course it is! Oh, we got the Magnar. We got the Magnar. Moving on though, I don't want epics. Only legendaries here, please. Another epic. Who's this? Nogoroyo? Nogoroyo. Let's go with that. I'm not interested though because he's an epic. We only want legendaries here, please. It's going to be a quite fast video. Look at this. Jin, another epic. It's going to be fast because I'm not going into the kit of any epics. I'm only going to go into the kit of legendaries. So it's going to be a really quick video. I can feel it in my bones. I can really feel it in my bones, and it's not looking good. We've got a Fang Cleric. Moving on, Fang Cleric. Looks like Spider. Isn't Spider. No good. Fodbor the Bard. Moving on. Fodbor has a heal reduction on his A1 and a debuff, a buff steal. So he's really good for early game, especially for like those potion dungeons and stuff like that, because he can combat the Magic Affinity Potion boss and the Spirit Affinity one, who both in turn heal or have a shield. So he's actually really good for that, but he's quickly outgrown by just pure damage out of your team. Cage Breaker, moving on, not interested. Another Sacred, no legendary. We've got a Mist Rider Dythy. No, Mist Rider Dythy. Not interested in you. Who's this? Kellen the Shrike. Moving on. God, this is dire. Scabrius. Moving on. Another epic. Relic Keeper, a free epic, and that's the last one on this account. Nothing on the Kale account today. I will go and pull the Summon Rush points or rewards for the points, and there you go. You can see the fragments needed for the... It's a fragment summons for the epics needed for the fusion for the legendary. So we'll pull those fragments. I'll keep the energy for when I need it. There's probably some grinding that needs to be done. There absolutely is. And what I'll do, guys, I'll go onto my other account and we'll do exactly the same over there. And we are back with the Kale account, and that was a dreadful first half of this video. So we're going to pick exactly the same champions over here, a Magnar and a Prince Kaimar. I don't have a Prince Kaimar on either account, so if I can pull him, I'll be pretty buzzing actually. Prince Kaimar was one of the first times 10 on a times 2 legendary that I ever saw when I started playing the game, and I didn't pull any shards that weekend because I didn't have any, and the ones that I did were very limited, so I never pulled for him, and I feel in my bones that if I'd pulled for him that weekend I would have got him. So I've always been a bit upset that I never got him because he's such a good champion. He's very meta for PvP. So I've always been a little bit upset, and I feel like if I had just pulled that weekend and just wasted those shards, I would have got him. There's something in my bones that tells me I would have got him. So, definitely Prince Kaimar on the cards. If I can get him, that would be great. And we'll get into the first shard. It's an epic. A Magnar straight out of the box, just like on the other account. Is that a weird coincidence, or am I being crazy? Do I not know how the progressive times 25 chance works? That seems awfully weird that we got him first time on both accounts. Anyway, moving on. Magnar, one of the hardest hitting HP champions in the game. Actually a really good damage dealer if you've got the gear for him. Deacon Armstrong, definitely a legendary in an epic skin. He's got the increased turn meter and decreased turn meter of the enemy team, and does an extra turn so he can do his decreased defense, and he can just, because he's got an extra turn in his A3, it's essentially a 2-turn cooldown when booked. So he's a really good champion. I use him in loads of content, so if you pull him and you're not using him, definitely look him up, definitely try and figure out why he's not in your teams, because he's a great champion. Hey, there we go. Okay, cool. We got a legendary, everyone. We did it. We did it. His name... Ooh, what a name. Basilius Roanus. Roanus. Basilius Roanus. Now, I don't know if this is a duplicate champion for me. I will go through his kit quickly with you, but I want to check if he's a dupe as well, because there's the Royal Huntsman or something like that. It looks very similar and is definitely a good champion, but I don't know if this champion is that champion. I'm getting them confused maybe, but anyway, let's go through his kit. Attacks one enemy, has 80% chance of stealing one random buff from a target, has an 80% chance of placing a block buff's debuff for 1 turn on the target if the target has no active buffs. So, I mean, that's pretty nothing. I mean, it's quite nice to have that little bonus on his A1, but it's not that interesting, I guess. On his A2, attacks one enemy 3 times, will ignore increased defense, shield, and block damage buffs, as well as 50% of the target's defense. So this is the champion I was thinking of. If you can build them with enough damage, they're a one-hitter. You know, they take out your enemy's reviver or something like that, or their damage dealer, and they're not getting back up from it, and this is the sort of champion that you need for it. And then on his A3, when ascended, attacks all enemies, has a 75% chance of placing a stun debuff for 1 turn, decreases each target's turn meter by 50% if the stun debuff is not placed. So that's his whole kit. He has no aura, he has nothing like that. He's just got the 3 moves, 3 damage and attacks, and he's a pretty boring champion. But here we are, we got a legendary. I'm just going to go and check if he's a dupe, and he is, which is sad news. Let me go see. Hi, elves. Yeah, I got 2 of them. I'll put them in my guardian faction thing, and then we'll move on. 1 legendary. It wasn't Prince Kaimar, but we got a legendary. That's all I asked for. That's all I asked for. 1 legendary per account, which isn't going to happen. We got another Magnar. Hey ho. God, it's all going on today. My emotions are all over the place. Moving on. No epics, please. An epic. Mordecai. He does HP burn. He's quite good at it. A Magnar. Guess what? He does HP burn as well. Moving on. Another legendary. Come on. Another epic. Blood Feather needed for the Razin fusion, if I remember rightly. It's been a long time since I did Razin, but if you pull Blood Feather, you need her for Razin. Aox the Rememberer. Actually a really good champion. I said in a recent video, I've built Aox recently for solo content, and a really strong champion for doing that. Really good champion. If you can get If you can get the gear needed for Aox to be a soloer, a really, really good champion. Now, I need an Elfrig on one of my accounts for the Lady Mikage fusion, and he's the last champion I need for Lady Mikage. So I need to go and check this, because this could be quite juicy if this is the account that I need him on. It's not. Okay. Okay. It's one of those days today. I see that. The game is fighting me today. Moving on. One more. A legendary. It's an epic. Knight Errant. One of the strongest, hardest hitting epic champions in the game, actually. Knight Errant. He's if you haven't got a damage dealer legendary, then maybe build him out. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, that is it for the shards, guys. And I hope you had better luck than me. And that is it for the shard pool, guys. Hopefully you got better luck than me today, because I had awful luck. I got 1 legendary out of 20 sacred shards across both of my accounts. I mean, I'll take the legendary, don't get me wrong, but I would much prefer to see a bit more gold, a bit more meta champions, some game-changing champions. So please do let me know if you got any game-changing champions in your shard pool for the summon rush needed for the Incarnate fusion. And if you did, please let me know in the comments, and I can let you know if I think they're a good champion or not. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.